Dear children, ever read any of the Aesop fables? Aesop Fables is a collection of fables credited to Aesop, who was a storyteller. The stories has characters as animals mostly. At the end of the story, you get a moral associated with it. Here I bring to you a story from this Aesop Fables. Most of you might have read that as well. It is about a wolf and a crane. Let's see how the story unfolds itself. Once upon a time, a wolf was roaming in the deep forest. At one point of time, he saw an animal and he killed it as his prey. When the wolf killed that animal, then greedily he tried to devour it. He was very fast in devouring his kill, lest it may not be noticed by any other animals of the jungle. So, out of greediness, he tried very fast to swallow. So, what happened to him? As he was trying to swallow it, a bone got stuck in his neck. Then he was unable to eat any further. He was writhing in pain and was lying on the ground and was waiting for the help of other animals of the jungle. Many times he even tried to call the other animals for his help, but all of his efforts went in vain. So he thought of a plan. He thought, like this, I won't be able to bring anyone near me to get this bone stuck in my neck. So why not plan out something so that one of the animal of the jungle can take out the bone stuck in my neck? So he thought of a very smart plan. He decided that he would inform that the animal who helps him in getting the bone out of his neck would be rewarded for his action. So, planning thus, he started shouting, "Help me! Help me! I am here lying on the ground writhing in pain, and there's not a single creature in the jungle who is willing to help me. If any one of the animals among you can take this bone stuck in my neck out, then I will reward him." A crane was flying high above in the sky. When she saw this wolf writhing in pain, then at first she didn't pay much attention to it. She was just trying to fly away when the wolf spotted the crane. He said to the crane, "Dear crane, please come and take this bone stuck in my neck. In turn, I will reward you." The crane at first was unwilling to believe the words of the wolf, but then she thought to herself, "Okay, if I get a reward in return of my action, why not go and help this wolf who is lying on the ground in pain?" So, thinking thus, she flew to the ground and, children, crane has a long bill. We often see crane in swampy areas moving in search of insects as their food. So with the bill that the crane has, they can easily find out the insects in the water bodies. So it was an advantage for the crane that with the help of her long bill, she was able to take the bone out that was stuck up in the wolf's neck. So she said to the wolf, "Dear wolf, you open your mouth wide so that I can put my bill inside your mouth and take the bone which is stuck in your neck." The wolf opened his mouth wide. When the wolf opened his mouth wide, the crane took its long bill and pushed it inside the wolf's mouth. So, she was capable of taking the bone out. Then, the wolf was ultimately relieved of the pain. His life was now out of danger. So, when the crane completed its action, then it said to the wolf, "Dear wolf, you said that you would reward me for this action of mine. So here I stand before you, waiting eagerly for my reward. Can you please give it back to me so that I can return back home before it's evening?" The wolf, without saying anything, stopped for some time. Then, when the crane asked for her reward again, Dennis said to the crane, "Foolish crane, didn't you realize that you have got your bill stuck inside my mouth? And you feel grateful that your bill is out of danger and that you are safe and standing beside me at this moment. Isn't that a reward for you? That I haven't killed you till now? That your bill is all safe? What more reward do you want from me?" Saying this, the wolf ran away. The crane felt that her life was in grave danger. So she stopped making any further queries to the wolf and went back home. So this was the story of the wolf and the crane. So as I said to you before that in all the Aesop fables, there's a moral hidden. These stories, they have animals as characters mostly, and we can learn many things from these fables. And they are well popular among kids all over the world. So children, what moral do we get from the story of the wolf and the crane? We got to learn that we should help only those persons or individuals who actually deserve our help. And another thing that we learn from this story is that gratitude and greed, they do not go together. Gratitude is something when someone helps you and then you feel grateful for that person that he or she has helped you in your rainy days or in times of distress. So, this is something that we get to learn from this story of the wolf and the crane. Hope children you like the story. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like my channel for regular updates. Hope you had a great read. Thank you.